Are you afraid to fail? Okay, if you are, then maybe we're all afraid to fail, but do you allow your fear of failure to paralyze and immobilize you from going forward and taking a risk and taking a chance and trying to get what you want? Okay, that's what I mean when I say, are you afraid to fail? Does it stop you in your tracks? Uh, yeah. Uh, if you're afraid to fail, you've got to realize that, yeah, there risk is involved, risk of failure, risk of disapproval, risk of rejection, risk of losing. It's all part of winning. You don't win unless you're willing to risk losing, unless you're willing to risk failure. Yes, failure can be shaming and unpleasant and humiliating, etc., or not. Or you can decide it's no, it's none of those things. It's you work hard, you try hard, you play hard, you compete hard, and if someone else is better, that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. I mean, not everybody can be number one. That's the way it goes. But you've got to realize that in order to succeed at big things, if you want to accomplish big things, if you really want to change your life, you've got to test your boundaries. Right now you have sort of boundaries of safety, a safety zone where if you're within this zone with certain people or with certain situations, you feel comfortable, you feel confident, you feel safe, and so you stay in that zone, all right? And that you may be content, it may be okay, but if if you are passionate about greater things and want greater things to happen, you have to go beyond the safe zone. You've got to push your boundaries, the boundaries that you have set up for safety. You've got to get out there and take risks, not reckless risks, not impulsive risks. You should look before you leap, as they say, but you need to take risks. You need to, if you have a fear of failure for whatever reason, you have to just put that in your back pocket and say, good, bad, or ugly, I'm going forward, I'm going ahead, I'm going to try to make my mark, I'm going to try to create what I want, I'm going to work hard, I'm going to do the best I can. That's the key. Push the boundaries. Don't give any credence to your belief in limitations. There are a lot of people with tremendous disabilities and limitations who have succeeded massively on the planet. Massively, massive success, massive prominence. It's impressive. And then we look at ourselves, and we've got all our body parts and our brains intact, and and we look fine, and it's embarrassing how we complain about stuff that we don't have or whatever, or haven't accomplished, when there are other people who've had it a lot worse and have gone way beyond what we've done. Why? Well, they were highly motivated because of their disability, their limitation. They were highly motivated to succeed and to be happy and to make something great out of their life, despite the hand they were initially dealt with. Well, okay, so whether you're disabled or not, wherever you're at, push the boundaries. Don't accept limitations. Go for your dreams. Work hard. Try to align yourself with people who share the same sensibility as you. Hopefully they share the same morality as you, the same ethics as you, the same vision as you, the same work ethic as you. Use the law of attraction. Try to be the person, the best person you can be, and try to attract into your world, into your network, people who are like you, who want to synergize, who want to cooperate, who want to support, who want to be part of what you want to accomplish. There is success in numbers. Not only that, it's really important to network and brainstorm when you're trying to accomplish something that you fear failure. It's really important to network, brainstorm with people you trust, with people out there who are successful. It's important to ask questions. How would you do it? I'm trying to do this thing now, and I'm kind of new at this, and I know you're pretty successful at this, and I'm not asking for money. I'm just asking for advice. Well, what would you do in my situation to try to make this happen? Okay, ask. That's a big thing that Jack Canfield talks about, is you've got to ask. It doesn't hurt to ask in general. And in most cases, you don't get what you want unless you ask. So you don't want to try to succeed and overcome your risk of failure by living in a little bubble and being isolated and sitting in your room, in your basement or whatever, deciding that this is how you're going to become a genius. Maybe that works for some people, but for most people, there is success in numbers. There is success in the fellowship, in bringing together people, who each have something to add. Also, don't assume that you have all the answers. Don't assume that your vision is 100% correct. There are people out there who may be able to point out flaws in the machine, in the idea, and it's important that you not shut them down, that you not shoot the messenger, that you listen to what they have to say with an open mind, because they may be the key to your success. Okay, and so you've got to make sure you're, in my opinion, as you go forward in life, that you're not arrogant, that you allow a certain amount of humility and humbleness and graciousness, and allow the input from others. Very important. Okay, go forth and conquer.